Good morning from Ho Chi Minh City. We stayed at the Paradise Saigon Hotel during our trip, and we were quite happy with our room. The interior was clean, comfortable, and modern, while the bathroom was also well maintained. It was a nice place to come back to and recharge after a full day of exploring the city. Our first destination on day 2 was the War Remnants Museum. Outside, there is a large open-air exhibition filled with military vehicles from the Vietnam War. Visitors can walk right up to tanks, helicopters, fighter aircraft, and other military equipment that once served on the battlefield, many of which were originally used by the US military. Standing next to these enormous machines really gives you a sense of the scale of the war and the history behind them. Inside the museum, the exhibitions tell the story of the Vietnam War from the Vietnamese perspective. Through photographs, documents, personal stories, and historical artifacts, the museum provides a deeper understanding of how the war affected both the country and its people. One section that caught my attention displayed photographs and materials showing support movements from around the world. Countries across Asia, Europe, and many other regions organized demonstrations, humanitarian efforts, and public campaigns in solidarity with Vietnam during the war. Seeing these historical photographs reminded me that the impact of the conflict reached far beyond Vietnam itself and influenced people across the globe. One section that left a particularly strong impression on me was the exhibition about Agent Orange. The exhibits revealed the devastating legacy of Agent Orange, whose effects continue to impact countless families physically and mentally across generations. Another unforgettable image is the famous Napalm Girl photograph. It became a symbol of the suffering caused by the Vietnam War and its impact on innocent civilians. Another gallery featured Madame Nguyen, who was once one of the most influential women in South Vietnam. The exhibition included her portrait, statue, and 2 beautiful traditional ao dai that she once wore. One display that I found especially moving was the memorial wall dedicated to war correspondents who lost their lives while documenting the conflict. Thanks to their courage and dedication, future generations are still able to learn about these events through photographs and historical records. The museum also displays a famous photograph of the camera used by Japanese war correspondent Taizo Ichinose. According to the museum, the camera once took a bullet for him, making it a powerful symbol of the risks faced by war journalists. Outside on the ground floor, there is also a reconstruction of prison cells and torture devices that were once used during the war. Walking through this section offered another sobering reminder of how brutal that period in history really was. After leaving the museum, we headed to Ben Thanh Market, one of the most famous markets in Ho Chi Minh City. The market attracts visitors from all over the world, and it's easy to see why. Inside you'll find almost everything imaginable, from local food, fresh fruit, coffee and tea to clothing, shoes, backpacks, handicrafts, and souvenirs. It's a lively place where you can easily spend hours browsing. For lunch, we visited Pho 2000, the famous restaurant where former US President Bill Clinton once dined during his visit to Vietnam. Because of that history, it has become one of the city's most popular FA restaurants for both tourists and locals. After taking a short break back at the hotel, we made our way to the Ho Chi Minh City Museum of Fine Arts. This beautiful yellow colonial building was originally the mansion of a wealthy merchant family before being transformed into one of Vietnam's most important art museums. Its elegant blend of French colonial and Indo-Chinese architecture, along with its grand staircase, arched windows, and decorative balconies, has also made it one of the most photographed buildings in Ho Chi Minh City. Unfortunately, we arrived just after closing time, so we weren't able to go inside. Even so, simply admiring the architecture from the outside was well worth the visit. As evening approached, we headed toward one of Ho Chi Minh City's most recognizable modern landmarks, Landmark 81. After arriving at the metro station, Google Maps suggested a route that appeared to cross several busy roads directly. Since we weren't sure whether there were proper crosswalks along the way, we decided not to take any chances. Instead, we walked in the opposite direction, crossed a pedestrian bridge, and took a much longer route before finally arriving at Landmark 81 safely. Landmark 81 is surrounded by a modern residential district, while the tower itself is connected to a large shopping mall. After purchasing our tickets on the lower level, we took the elevator all the way up to the observation deck. There was also a VR experience available, but since we weren't sure how immersive it would be, we decided to save it for another time. From the observation deck, we noticed several transparent dome-shaped dining areas on the floor below. Each dome functions as a private dining room, creating a very romantic atmosphere overlooking the city. The panoramic view from the top was absolutely breathtaking, especially as the city lights gradually illuminated the skyline after sunset. After enjoying the views, we explored the shopping mall downstairs. Inside, there's a large ice skating rink, a cinema, plenty of dessert shops, cafes, and restaurants, making it a popular place for locals to spend their evenings. For dinner, we chose another Vietnamese restaurant inside the mall before continuing our walk toward the riverside. The riverfront behind Landmark 81 has a very relaxing atmosphere. Many people were out walking, exercising, or simply enjoying the cool evening breeze. Along the riverside, there are a couple of observation platforms where you can climb up spiral staircases to enjoy an even better view of the city and the river. From there, we watched brightly illuminated boats slowly passing by, their reflections shimmering across the water, providing a peaceful ending to another wonderful day in Ho Chi Minh City. And with that, our second day in Ho Chi Minh City comes to an end. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll come along for day 3 of our Ho Chi Minh City adventure.